Hi, everyone. Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. It's the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And here's James. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Amongst the best passing centers in the game, Divac always knows where to move the route.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer. Hauled in by Paul. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now, here's James. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Here's James, following the bucket by the Heat. Outside Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. And And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
And you look at the career that LeBron has put together, one of the all-time greats. Amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
Now here's Paul. Averaging around 6 a game. Goes up on the wing. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Durant. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
You're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On the wing, Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Kevin Durant post Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Here's Pippen. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. He puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
To the left side wing. Inside. And Paul gets it to go.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Back to James. And slam dunk by James.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Pass to Paul. From downtown, he drops it from range.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And they get it back. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
James, that's good.
Boy, that's just a strong play by LeBron, winning the rebound and sending it right back up.
Left side, Paul. And he lobs it up.
Boy, I love how Divac positions himself on the offensive end, making himself a threat to throw down the alley-oop because he does his work early.
Here's James on the wing. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Smart outside. Paul with it. Outside Durant. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
And so it's Miami closing out this quarter.
The Heat, 21.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Shot's good by James.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Smart. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The putback. Smart grabs the miss. The Heat with the lead. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. A guy who plays with great confidence, Grant. Davis is always looking to attack.
Yeah, NBA, that's true at both ends of the floor. His competitive nature allows him to guard an opponent's best scorer and at the same time shoulder much of the offensive load.
And Miami has possession following the score by Philadelphia. To the wing, right side. Here's Divac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Smart with the bucket. Smart's gotten his first points in this one.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Philadelphia, let's show some brotherly love to your 76ers. You, dance team.
The Sixers trailing. Here's Pippen. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11 and a half. Oh, nice! Big finish!
Boy, that's major force and ferocity by Scottie Pippen on that slam. No messing around with that one.
Outside Durant. Pass to Johnson. Outside Durant. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, you've got great confidence as a coaching staff when the ball's in Durant's hands, and you can see why. He knows how to make good decisions out there, just like that.
Here's Pippen. And then Turner with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen. I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The Heat making a switch here.
Montrezl Harrell. Chris Paul.
Man, they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's James. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
LeBron led the NBA in assists during his 2020 title season, with the Lakers becoming the second oldest player ever to lead the league in that category.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Johnson. Now Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. "59 seconds left to play in the second quarter." To the inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Pippen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. To the middle. Here's Harrell. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Heat lead by 7.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Pippen. Oh, denied by Harrell.
You know, when Harrell does a good job with his positioning defensively, he can block some shots. Solid job right there. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Ball drives in. Here's Garuba. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Heat. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Smart outside. Pass to Divac. To the paint. Stolen by Conley. It's stolen by Smart. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 6 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Paul. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. Lets it go from deep. And it's Paul with the 3. He's got 5. Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend at the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
First team foul.
Philadelphia on D. Trailing by 8. Pass to Divac. Inside. Here's Smart. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
That one misses for Smart. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
BA, I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
Timeout for the Sixers.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability. score at all three levels.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Come on, put your hands together one more time for your 76ers youth.
Here's James. 17 points in the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Back to Durant. Pass to Smart. Clock at 6. Back to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Durant for 3. Pass to D-Box. Back to Smart. To the inside. The shot misses. The 76ers go the other way with it. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
For your 76ers youth dance team.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Pass to Turner. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Durant with it. Fires for 3. A rebound by Bridges.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Back to Barnes. Launches it. 6 to shoot. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
Now here's Dunn. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Down low. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Smart outside. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 20.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Turner, no good. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
The Heat, 49.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. here is James. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
The Heat with the lead. Outside Paul. To the middle. Baseline jumper. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Chris Paul reminding all the young players out there, I may be a future Hall of Famer, but I still got game right now in the middle.
And the basket by Pippen.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Paul. Outside Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Divac. Three-pointer, no good. Inside. Here's Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
And I think Barnes is an impressive athlete. You say that for a lot of guys in this league, but he excels at reading the defense and forcing the issue.
You know, back in 2010, Harrison Barnes was the top recruit in the country out of high school, Grant.
Yeah, and interestingly, Barnes decided to play 2 seasons at North Carolina. Unheard of these days for someone with Harrison's pedigree.
Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. There's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Out to James. Back to Turner. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
Yeah, in today's basketball world, big men have to shoot it, and Turner's got a nice touch and pretty good range out there.
Pass to Smart. Now Durant. The steal. James up top. That one goes, and that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Durant with it. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Johnson. And it's blocked.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
James with the ball. Durant covering. Pippen, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And here's Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Yeah, no one better to make decisions down the stretch than CP3, working his way to the line in a tight game. Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Pass to Turner. From deep. Unable to get that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. And here's Johnson. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. You know, there are only a few guys that you can really trust taking that shot. Pippen is one of those guys.
Now here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Hey, guys, that shot changes the game. I mean, extending their lead and providing them a little more cushion, That's a double-edged sword there.
Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Until they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And, you know, Divac, a really unique big man. Not only a good scorer, but an incredible passer for a guy his size.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Pippen, no good. Pass to Smart. So it's Miami picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks.
We on the map for rapping, now we up in this. I'd rather be up on my than be. Had enough of all the time, now I see the bigger picture. I can't be bitter and bitter though. Got a plan way bigger than that, cause we never really was rich, bro. We had to spend every dollar we had. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. Thought it wasn't all that. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tiger's teeth. Wanna ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that it wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget cat and sheep, I wanna count this cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Facts.
Alright, I'm done with you. Take what I want, not gonna stop for no one, not one. Get lost if you try and drag me down. Yeah, brother, look at me now. GM in the ECB now. We in B&E now. Looking for the come and see.
Bye.